Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven, accompanied by Queen Taylor, and today we're going to be taking a look at top 10 castles to visit in Europe. The UK travel
In
guide.
England.
The top 10 castles to visit in England. When you went to Europe, did you go to England?
I did.
Did you see any castles?
No, not really.
No way. No way. No way. No way.
I mean, maybe in passing, but like we didn't stop and visit any. I went to Bath, England, and I went to visit Stonehenge, and I went to London, and that was really it.
London.
So my great-great-grandfather is from Plymouth, England, which is on like the south side of England. And I really wanted to visit there just to see like where my ancestors came from. I have a friend, Adam, that lives in England. Hey, if you're watching this.
Hey, Adam.
And he basically told me like it's very small. There's not much to see or do. It was going to be like a whole day trip kind of out of our way just to visit. So I thought I'd make a special trip for that instead. But
yeah,
also that's offside comments to your question, which was no.
Okay. So in any case, here's my question to you guys in the audience. Are castles just plentiful? Like, are they just everywhere? Castle.
I don't think to quite that extent, but
I mean,
definitely enough that you could go visit. Yeah, I'm curious where this is at.
All right, you guys, let's hop on over the video and let's learn about some castles.
The exact number of castles in England is a matter for debate. There's little doubt that there are a lot of them. While some estimates place the total inventory of existing English castles as high as 1,500, either in ruins or largely intact, still others quote figures many times this number.
That's beautiful.
In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 castles in England. And just wait till you see the top 3 that we're going to be showing in this video. Something you would never even have thought of, so make sure you watch till the end. Now, before we begin, you can help support our channel by becoming a member of this channel. Press the join button below. This will help us to bring you more awesome travel videos. So now, let's cut to the chase.
Money? I don't know.
At 10,
it's
Rochester Castle, Kent.
It's really close.
Exploring the Kentish town of Rochester makes for a fun and easy day trip from London. Just steps away from the train station, you'll find yourself immersed in a pedestrian-friendly downtown area once popular with famed English author Charles Dickens, who wrote some of his best-known works here. When you're done exploring the many old buildings and attractions on Rochester High Street, take the short walk up Bowley Hill to Rochester Castle. Though now largely ruins, much of this imposing 12th century castle can be explored either as part of a guided or self-guided tour. If travelling with kids, try to time your visit to coincide with regular events and festivals held here, such as popular medieval fairs. Directly opposite the castle stands Rochester Cathedral, built in 1127. Some of the original features still remain, including the impressive Great West Door.
So, like, what was it made out of, though? Like, what do they make those things? I get stone, and I understand that, but like,
okay,
like the mortar to place those bricks in, those stone bricks, like what kept it? You know, because if you use grout or something
to make it withstand all this time,
it'll eventually fall, right?
Yeah,
or is it just being held up there from the weight of it itself? Castles, they just fascinate the shit out of me.
Yeah, they're very cool.
What did you think of that one?
I think it's awesome.
Castle.
Yeah, I'd love to visit.
I'm waiting for. All right.
Well, I have a feeling I'm going to say I want to visit every one of them, though. So.
So you're biased.
The castle's a castle.
The castle's a castle. Right. What am I thinking?
Duh.
At 9, Arundel Castle, West Sussex. Over in West Sussex, and only a short drive from the charming cathedral city of Chichester, Arundel Castle was built in the late 11th century.
Damn.
Though remodeled and restored many times since, much of its medieval era influences remain, and it remains an imposing sight from miles away as you arrive. Highlights of a visit include guided tours of the castle's well-preserved interior, which features collections of period furniture, historic tapestries, and a number of important artworks. There's even a unique collection of artifacts that once belonged to Mary Queen of Scots. Be sure to allocate time to explore the castle's grounds. In addition to immaculate flower beds and vegetable gardens, here you'll also be able to visit the castle's historic chapel. A cafe, restaurant, and gift shop are located on the premises.
Oh man, what was that?
At 8.
Ooh.
I know, that's gorgeous too. with the moat just surrounded up by the water.
Yeah.
That's sick. What is that? I'm thinking about that show we watched, the Last Kingdom of Wessex with Uhtred,
Oh,
son
yeah.
of Uhtred. And I'm trying to think of
Bebbanburg.
Bebbanburg. Is Bebbanburg a
Uhtred
thing?
of Bebbanburg.
But North Frank, no. So they had what was that town that was right underneath Wessex in that show? Was it York?
No, it was
Ethelred was the queen of that place.
Yeah, it's coming to me. Keep going. It'll come to me.
Are these real places? Because I feel like that was the real
Wessex
place.
is.
Yeah, I thought so too.
For sure. I say for sure, but I'm only like 95% sure. But I'm pretty damn sure.
And then
Wessex is real.
London, like Lund, L-U-N-D.
Northumbria?
Oh yeah.
Is that one?
Northumbria? No. All right, let's go.
Bodiam Castle, East Sussex. Set in the pretty countryside of East Sussex, 14th century Bodiam Castle is undoubtedly one of the most romantic of England's many remaining castles.
I mean, that's
Though
gorgeous.
its interior is partly in ruins, this moated fortress dominates the surrounding countryside with its imposing towers and sturdy walls, much of which can be explored and climbed, opening up incredible views over the
They allow
surrounding
people
River
to
Rother
climb the
countryside.
castle, like,
There's plenty of fun
No,
things for kids to
I
do
mean,
I
on
wouldn't think
site,
so.
including
Cares.
participating in hands-on learning activities, dressing up in period costumes, and participating in authentic medieval period games. The castle's visitor centre offers a variety of snacks and beverages, including a tasty cream tea option. Yum! When
Yum.
you're done, be sure to stop in at Ewhurst Green, home to one of the prettiest churches in southeast England. And if you're planning on making a day of it, consider taking the fun steam train ride
Aw.
from nearby Tenterton. The Kent and East Sussex Railway extends all the way from this beautiful
That's
Kentish
actually
town
adorable.
to Bodiam train station
Yeah.
and makes for a fun day out for the whole family, with Bodiam Castle just a short walk away.
That's really cool. That's super cool.
Next up, it's number 7, Alnwick Castle, Northumberland. The official seat of the Duke of Northumberland and the country's second largest still inhabited castle after Windsor, Alnwick Castle was built in the 11th century and makes for an easy day trip from the English city
Those
of
windows
Newcastle
are
upon
gorgeous.
Tyne, 45 minutes
man,
drive
like,
to the
who's the
south.
king that built
Though
that?
much has
though?
changed over the centuries, it remains every inch as imposing a structure today. In addition to exploring the beautiful grounds and
Did he just
gardens,
say that
visitors
and I
can
don't-
enjoy a variety of fun things to do here. As well as guided
I'm not
tours of the
listening to you.
castle's plush interiors,
Fair.
visitors can access a variety of interesting exhibits relating to its long, rich history, as well as displays of artifacts collected by the family, including relics from ancient Rome and Egypt, as well as local events. Movie fans will recognise the castle for its role in the Harry Potter movies and TV shows, including Downton Abbey.
Oh, Hogwarts. Huh? That's Hogwarts.
Now at 6, shows including fans will recognise the castle for its role in the Harry Potter movies and TV shows, including
Quidditch?
Downton Abbey.
That shot right there? You have no idea. Mm-mm.
Now at 6, Leeds Castle,
I just wouldn't that
Broomfield,
didn't
Kent.
spring to my
Widely regarded as one of the prettiest and best preserved castles in England, Leeds Castle is definitely one of the best places to visit in Kent.
that's very
Built
well
on the
preserved.
site of an even older castle around 1280, its large moat and rural setting landed a remarkably romantic
That's a
look from
shot,
pretty
isn't
much
it?
any angle. In addition to tours of the castle's elegant interiors, guests can enjoy a variety of fun activities, including medieval fairs and crafts shows, jousting tournaments, and a land train, as well as adventures such as ziplining and Segway tours. Leeds Castle has also made a name for
Wow.
itself as a classical music venue, with its famous
Oh, that's
outdoor
sick.
concert held each summer, drawing huge crowds of music lovers.
I would go for that.
Mm-hmm.
At 5, Highclere Castle, Newbury, Hampshire. While more a country manor than fortress, Highclere Castle is nevertheless a must-see when in Hampshire. Located an easy drive from the cathedral city of Winchester and widely regarded as one of the top day trips from London, Highclere is well known the world over for its role as the fictional Downton Abbey. This
I love
opulent
those
manor
white
home's real
roses.
history,
Pause
however,
it.
is equally
I'm literally not listening to you when they're talking.
I know, because this dude's going so quickly. he's just like spitting facts. But I'm not even paying attention to what he's saying, by the way. I'm just watching the video. Do you want me to put closed subtitles
I'm
on?
listening. I don't need you. I mean, no, I just need you not to talk so much when he is.
But I mean, I do this every single time we watch a TV show.
I know
too.
you do. It's so fun.
But did you see the white roses? I'm like looking at the all the different plants and stuff.
No, I'm looking at like all the architecture of the place and like all these. You guys can't see where I'm pointing. I don't know what you call these. Like all these little like tiny details in the castles and stuff is like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And if you look at the tops of all the columns, there's like tiny cutouts and all this intricate detail. It's like fascinating.
It is wild. It's actually magnificent.
Yeah.
It's very majestic and grand. And you kind of see it with like, especially this castle in particular, how detailed they got into like the structure of it compared to the older castles that were just like, it's a stone, thing, but they still had some intricacies in there.
And this one's got like the Roman numeral numbers on there.
Oh yeah, it's sweet. You think that's the original door though?
Maybe.
No. Maybe.
As rich and interesting. In the hands of the same family since 1679, it may appear recognizable to many as it was designed by the same architect.
You see this pipe right here, this little drainage? Is that a poop window? No, that's actually probably a gutter, but you know what I'm talking about?
A poop window.
Yeah. In castles, they had like this little room, and it kind of looked like a window on the side of a castle. And what they would do is have like a little latrine there, and like royalty, the kings and queens would poop and it would go down into the moat.
They'd shit out the window? They'd hang their ass out the window?
No, that's why it was in a concealed thing, but it butted out. Like it was like
so you're saying it's in the room and it like goes out through the wall and down the wall in a pipe?
Yeah, like
is that
I
what you're
would
saying?
say like tunnel. Like
so how does it get from in the room to out there on the wall like
they
that?
shit down a hole that's on the side of the castle, but they like covered it up so it juts out.
Is that real?
Is that real, you guys? Poop tunnels? Poop windows? I think it's a poop window.
Responsible for London's Houses of Parliament.
Holy shit.
In addition to viewing its immaculately preserved decor and furnishings, visitors will want to allocate time to explore the grounds of this 1,000-acre estate. A variety of unique experiences can also be enjoyed here, from private guided tours to elegant meals served in the opulent dining room.
That's
wow.
Great. That's stupid.
That's stunning.
And now at 4,
like
Warwick
a castle
Castle,
like this would have
Warwickshire.
a poop window.
Those looking for a fun day out with kids who have an interest in the old days of knights and princesses would do well to include a visit to Warwick Castle on their England travel itinerary. Dating back to the time of William the Conqueror, this 11th century castle is a picture-perfect embodiment of a traditional English castle.
Look how much it looks like it's leaning right
with
there.
Imposing battlements, towers, and on most days during the busier months, heavily armoured knights and other characters from this time in history. Highlights of a visit include fun interactions with guides in period costumes, hands-on learning experiences, as well as jousting tournaments, dressing up, and even enjoying overnight glamping stays.
Ooh,
other highlights include an original dungeon, a working trebuchet, and a fun maze. You may also want to use your visit to the castle as an opportunity to explore other fun things to do in Warwick, many of which are within
Were you trying to go for it?
Yeah, I thought about it, but
you denied it.
Yeah.
Now at 3,
it was like
Tower of London, City of London. Instantly recognisable, the Tower of London is one of the most visited castles in England. Yes, it is a castle. Located on the northern bank of the River Thames, just a stone's throw from Tower Bridge, this iconic old fortress includes sections dating over 1,000 years of age.
Wait.
Now a UNESCO World Fortress includes sections Thames, just a stone's throw from Tower Bridge. This iconic
poop window.
That's a poop window?
I think so. It looks like it. I thought it was at first when I first saw it. I got so excited.
So I went over a bridge that goes over River Thames, but I don't know if there's multiple bridges. So I potentially maybe saw it. You know, when I was there, Big Ben is like, so I did hit like all the touristy spots basically. However, listen, guys, in my defense, I did a 5-week trip and I saw 10 countries. Okay. So like I crammed a lot in and I was only in England for like 2.5 full day. I was in London for like a full day, a little over a day. So like I saw a lot. Okay. But Big Ben was under construction while we were there. So it like didn't look like Big Ben. It was like all broken down and crazy.
I've never been to England.
No, you will.
Never in my life. And you're like 80% in your DNA, you're 80% like from Europe.
Yeah, I'm like all English and German. Like 99.8%.
Yeah.
English and German.
I think you guys invaded one of my countries. So
Probably.
like, do I want to go? I don't know. But we're learning about it for you, you know?
Yeah.
Getting your heritage in there. Like this bastard who lived in this probably invaded me, but you know, whatever.
We're going to go check out all our future destination visits.
Your ancestors lived here and my ancestors were down in Francia. You know,
The iconic old fortress includes sections dating over 1,000 years of age. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it has served as everything from a palace, a prison, the nation's treasury, and even a spell as a royal zoo.
Interesting.
These days, this top London attraction offers plenty of unique experiences, well suited to young and old alike. Topping most tourist itineraries is taking a tour of the central White Tower, with its impressive displays of old armour and weaponry, the former royal apartments, as well as the magnificent crown jewels. At 2, Dover Castle, Kent.
Wow.
Standing majestically above the Kentish port town after which it's named, Dover Castle has been a symbol of British strength and resilience ever since it was built in the late 12th century. But even some 1,000 years before that, the same site was used by the Romans for a lighthouse, the remains of which can still be seen today. Immaculately preserved, a visit to the castle is one of the top things to do in Kent and can easily take the best part of a day if you plan on seeing everything. Highlights
castles
include
do we
historic
see in Kent?
artifacts and furniture, displays relating to its use in World War II, over 80 acres of grounds to explore, and those spectacular views over the English Channel towards France. Guided tours are available. And at 1, it's Windsor Castle, Berkshire.
Jeez.
The jewel in the crown of English castles, Windsor Castle is a must-visit destination. The world's oldest still inhabited royal residence, this spectacular building can trace its roots all the way back to the 11th century, when William the Conqueror chose it as the location of a castle.
Yeah, exactly.
Since then,
William the freaking Conqueror. You know what I mean? This guy.
Look how immaculate that freaking like the lawn is.
It's crazy.
Like those stripes, those crisscrosses, those freaking beams.
So there's all the money.
Yeah,
All the
honestly.
money in the country goes right there.
Jeez,
It's,
man.
It's pretty nuts. And even everything around that's a great shot.
Yeah, it is.
It's beautiful.
it has housed many kings and queens, and in modern times serves as a summer residence of the British royal family.
It's
Visitors to
breathtaking,
the
isn't it?
castle can access a variety of interesting areas.
Breathtaking.
Topping most people's lists are the sumptuous state apartments,
that's
home to the
stupid.
spectacular Queen's Gallery and the dining hall, with their ornate wood
Wow.
carvings and lavishly painted ceilings. You can also take a look at St. George's Chapel, the scene of royal memorial services and weddings. Be sure to also allocate time to explore the castle grounds. Known as the Great Park,
Oh, I
this
want
lovely
that
green
window.
space stretches for 6 miles on the south side of the castle.
That's a
Guided
poop
tours of the
window.
castle and its
No.
courtyards are available.
It's like a patio castle.
And there you have the top 10 rated castles in England.
I mean,
Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the
Yeah,
comments
that's-
down below.
Yeah.
Check out more videos on England in our English travel guide playlist. Share this video with your friends
Okay.
and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides.
I feel like you, when you went over to England, did you watch channels like this for a travel guide? Like, how did you hit all those touristy spots?
I mean, there's places that we knew about previously that we wanted to see. Obviously, we didn't go only to touristy spots, although in England we did, really.
So would you recommend somebody to hit those touristy spots?
I think they're worth seeing. Yeah. I think if you could make it a trip where you're seeing more than just the touristy areas, because like the touristy stuff obviously are the places that you know about that you're like, oh yeah, like I want to see this sometime before I die type thing.
Yeah.
But personally, the places that I like the most are the non-touristy places. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of time in a lot of these places that we didn't get to check out a lot of the non-touristy stuff. But next time I go back, I 100,000% like I want to mingle with the locals. I want to find the places that I need to check out that are not like tourist destinations.
I feel like for that to occur, you got to really spend some time, like maybe do like a 6-month vacation there.
No, I don't think so at all.
I think so, to integrate yourself, to get to know like all the little spots.
Nah. I mean, to get to know them personally, maybe, yeah, but you go out to places, you go out to dinner, you go out to a pub, something like that. You start chatting with people, you let them know. I mean, people in a lot of places are very friendly and very willing to be like, oh, yeah, you should go check this place out.
Did you say you were an American, though? Were you like, I'm Canadian?
I mean, in a couple countries, I did say I was Canadian when they asked. Because listen, Trump was president at that time.
Yeah.
And I know how a lot of people feel about him. And just for safety reasons, there were times where I said I was Canadian. But most of the time I said I was American when people asked. They'd know right off the bat.
They'd be like, you're American. I recognize that accent.
But a couple times I was like, yeah, I'm Canadian.
They're like, nope.
I love maple syrup, eh?
Hey. But I thought that was really cool. It's wild to me. Like, it's very fascinating because our country is so young in comparison to these countries.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're not going to see really castles.
Yeah.
I mean, we have forts that are like mini castles, like the St. Augustine fort, but we're not seeing like castles.
Mm-mm.
Because the rich history of, England and European nations and countries, we're so young. It blows my mind that shit like the Colosseum is just out there. Stonehenge or like just very ancient structures are just out in the wild for you. You guys get to see it and you probably don't appreciate it anymore. You have a castle probably in your backyard.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I think that's the thing that people take for granted when you're used to it. It's breathtaking to see things like that. I mean, it literally just takes your breath away because you're like, wow, like I'm in the presence of greatness.
Just a lot of history. Just like there's a lot of history in almost every location that you go to where I don't feel that way here. I mean, we have mountains and stuff, but I'm sure, you guys do too. So it's not like nature is beautiful wherever you go.
Yeah.
But to have that historical aspect of like a castle, of architecture, something with history to it, it baffles me, man. And
especially if you get the opportunity to go somewhere where you're doing, like sometimes self-guided tours are better because you don't have to, you can go at your own pace and see what you want to see. But those guided tours can be really nice because, for example, like when I was in Scotland, in Edinburgh, I did a couple tour things like that. And you get to hear some of those stories. So that Edinburgh was like, there was so much history there that you learned about. And just hearing some of those stories, like you get in a place where you can feel it. You just feel like all these people around you from all these different time periods, and you just feel all this going on. And it's really intense and cool and just kind of exhilarating.
They're just like, yeah, this piece of land that you're standing on was a battlefield. And like 30,000 people died here.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
right.
Oh, I feel it.
Feel it. You do. It's crazy.
It is crazy. But all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave down in the comments what you think and what would you suggest or recommend to tourists, not Americans, just tourists in general. Any advice for them? Any
castles that were not on this list that you would recommend as well.
But all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.